Hey guys, Sean here at the Gardener Center with Joy this week.
Hi everyone.
So we're a couple of weeks into December at this point, and over the past 3 or 4 weeks we've helped loads of people with their outdoor and indoor holiday decorating. But as we get further into December, people's focus tends to shift from decorating. That's getting wrapped up at this point, and we really start getting into a gift buying and gift giving mode. And a lot of people don't think to buy plants and plant-related things for people for Christmas, other than the obvious choice, the poinsettias here. And I just recently read an article in a trade magazine that I get as to why people are reluctant to buy plants for people, which was news to me. I think it's crazy talk. So I brought that up to Joy, and we talked about it a little bit. So we decided we were going to do this video this week to talk about things that you can buy for your plant friends, your plant moms, your plant dads, for the experts, the people who have all of the plants already, the people who are getting plants from countries you've never even heard of before, and then also people who need a plant. Everybody knows somebody who needs a plant.
Everybody needs a plant.
Whether it's in your office or your dorm room or just in your house, everybody needs a plant. So we're also going to talk about some plants that are just super easy and you're going to be successful with, even if you do have 2 black thumbs. And then we have a bunch of fun little accessories for plant people that are great gift items too. So we're going to touch base on all those things, so stick around.
We'll be right back.
All right, Joy. So over the past 18 months, fair to say there's been a bit of a surge in interest in houseplants.
Oh yes, very fair to say.
So
Absolutely.
A lot of people, especially during the lockdown and during the pandemic,
Yes.
during the height of that,
Yes.
what happened with the houseplants?
The houseplants exploded.
Yeah,
just exploded. Everybody wants a houseplant. And everybody has a houseplant. Almost everybody has a houseplant.
But a lot of people got really, really, really into it.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm not going to call them obsessed, but
No. But plants have now become a collector's item, if you could say.
So if you have friends or family who have a house full of plants already, the people who are getting plants in the mail.
Oh, yes.
With heat packs. Those people.
Yes. Not the best time to get plants in the mail through the winter, but that's a whole different video that we'll talk about another time.
Yeah, but for those people, for the people who have all the plants already, what do we have here plant-wise that would be a gift that they'd just be thrilled to get at Christmas?
Well, we have quite a few interesting, unusual plants in the store. We have just a couple set here on the table that we'll mention. So first we have the philodendron oak leaf, which is definitely one of my favorites. She has beautiful growth, great leaves, so that's maybe something different for possibly a plant mom or dad who you think has every plant. You also have the gorgeous lipstick black pagoda, also beautiful variegation on the bottom of her. And another one of my favorites, let's see if my short little arms can reach through the poinsettia. The philodendron goldii, which I've talked about a couple times in a video, where her growth pattern is so unusual. She grows in this gorgeous halo spiral. And, who knows? Not many people probably have that in their collection. So if you're looking for something that you think an expert plant mom or dad would be interested in, come on down and take a look through the plants.
Now, I know philodendrons as a relatively easy to grow plant.
Yes.
Now, these guys are rare and unusual. Are they harder to grow?
They're not necessarily harder to grow. Because they're in the philodendron family, they're actually easier than you think they would be. Just because they say rare and unusual doesn't always mean they're hard to take care of.
Great. Because part of that article that I shared with you was that it really went into the psychology of this kind of fear that people have of giving a gift, a living thing to somebody, because number one, they feel like they're giving them a responsibility or a burden they may not want. And then of course there's that, oh my God, what if I kill this plant? so they're rare and unusual, but not extra hard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that takes us to the other end of the spectrum, the people with 2 black thumbs. The people who don't have any plants, but who really need a plant.
Yes,
so there's been,
who really want a plant.
Yeah, and we've talked over the years a lot about the air purifying plants, and NASA's done studies, and Cornell's done studies, and really The whole thing's a bit dubious. I mean, because you really need quite a few plants to purify the air in your house.
Lots and lots.
But one thing I know about plants for sure is they all make you smile. One plant will reduce the stress level. That we don't even need a study to prove. We already know that.
Absolutely.
So say you have a kid in college who wants a plant, or a husband who needs a plant in his office, but is not really good at that sort of thing.
And the kids in college are busy doing their, they're going to class, they're out with their friends, and they need something that maybe could be possibly ignored a little bit, which we do have varieties that can happen with. One would be the snake plant or the Sansevieria. Some people might know them as mother-in-law's tongue. I mean, super easy to take care of. Can almost lock her in a closet and ignore her for a month and she'll still be fine. Try not to do that, but just saying.
These plants are probably about as close to plastic as you can get in a real plant. I mean, they're that easy.
So easy to take care of.
Yeah.
I mean, so easy. Can live in any kind of lighting condition. Do not like a lot of water. Prefer to not be watered. Like I said, you could basically stick her in a closet and she'll be fine. So perfect for a college kid or a beginner.
Fair to say that paying too much attention to this would be
detrimental.
Instant death?
Yes,
oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So another great one would be the ZZ plant. Basically the same as the snake plant. Prefers to be kind of ignored, doesn't like a lot of water. So another great idea for a beginner plant person or, college student or even the young kids now, like the 12, 13, 14-year-old girls.
Not ready for a pet yet?
Yeah. Give them a plant. Yeah.
Your daughter Abigail has a collection of plants.
Abigail has, yes. My daughter has quite a little collection going. Yes, she does. Yes.
So these two, the ZZ and the snake, would probably be your go-to.
Go-to.
Yeah.
Absolute go-to.
What about, broadly, cactus and succulents in general?
You could do cactus and succulents also, basically along the same lines. The only thing that I like better about these two compared to the cactus and succulent is the lighting condition, where they can live in anything. Cactus, you need a little bit more bright light, but again, super easy for beginners, cactus and succulents.
I think you probably already know this about me, but my entire lifelong passion for horticulture began with a single cactus plant that I received when I was 10 years old. And that started the whole thing for me. And it's actually kind of funny because you know this about me too. I just last year started recreating my childhood cactus collection. Like a lot of guys, when they get to my age, they want to buy the car that they drove when they were in high school to drive on the weekends and bring the cars and coffee. Well, Sean's trying to recreate his childhood cactus and succulent collection, and I'm on my way, and I'm having a good time doing it.
He sends me pictures on his day off, of his beautiful cactus.
Yeah, I do. This is a true story. But yeah, so fun plants here. We're going to come right back and talk about some things that you can buy for your plant friends. If you don't want to get them a plant, some fun accessories and supplies that they would love to get in their stocking, so stay tuned. All right, Joyce, so we talked about some plants. What about some cool, let's call them stocking stuffers for your plant-loving friends?
Sure.
Something that they would love to unwrap and get on Christmas morning.
Well, first we have these, gorgeous propagation stations. So you could technically take a clipping from your plant and gift it to your best friend or your daughter or son or your college kid and gift it with this propagation station. We have them in large and small, so you could use something like that. Philodendron people or monstera people, or even ivies, anything that's going to climb and want to attach to a trellis or a pole. We have these beautiful wooden, you have monstera leaf trellis and you have honeycomb trellis, and they're actually really cool. They're beautiful. I love them. Also, we could use, we have beautiful pins and keychains. You have monstera leaf pins. You have keychains, pruning shears. We have little animals that stick in the plant. They're little plant friends. There's praying mantises and there's parrots, and they actually stick right onto the stem of the plant just so your plant has a little friend. Sometimes we all need a friend. And there's just so many things that you can put in a stocking that is plant related. I mean, so much to choose from, honestly.
And not just the pretty things,
No.
don't be afraid to shop utility either.
Like
I mean,
you
if
said,
you are
Korean
if you
shears.
are really into plants, who wouldn't want a nice pair of pruners or a moisture meter, like a nice digital moisture
Or
meter?
fertilizer to fertilize your plants. As you know, they all need to be fed, so it doesn't always have to be, like Sean said, something pretty.
It could be something useful, something that people would buy for themselves all the time, and you help them out and give them a little bit for Christmas.
You could make a collection of all of it together and make like a gift basket.
And on the subject of gift baskets, so say you don't want to go the plant route. Say you don't want to go the pretty gifty or the utilitarian gifty route. If you have plant lover friends, what happens in here in January after the dust settles from Christmas with your greenhouse?
Ooh, it explodes with plants. And it not only happens in the greenhouse, it actually gets moved all through the store.
I think it's fair to say our best selection of tropical foliage plants is probably in the winter months.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So if you have friends who are really into plants, a great idea, if you don't feel like picking something out for them, we have gift cards available.
Oh, it's a great idea.
And there is nothing better than giving a plant-obsessed friend a gift card for Christmas and then letting them come walk around in here on a cold day in January and browse the greenhouse. They can even make 3 or 4 shopping trips out of a single gift card if you want to.
And it might be cold out there, but it'll be tropical in here with all the plants that'll be arriving in January.
Yeah, and I mean, it's even if you don't buy anything, it's just so nice to be in here in the middle of the wintertime.
We have customers that just come in because they
we sure do.
love just to wander around.
We have a lot of customers that we see. Now, I'm not going to mention any names, but we have customers that we see sometimes 2 or 3 or 4 times a week in the wintertime.
Oh, yes. Yes.
By themselves, with others,
Absolutely.
with extended family members. But yeah, it's a great thing to give to a plant loving friend because it gives them a little excursion, a little place to go, and they can bring home a nice little plant with them. Guys, we've been believe it or not, this is going to be the second year we've been doing these videos, and next week is going to be our final video for the 2021 season. And as I've mentioned before, we're not offering reruns here. This is all fresh content every week. So we kind of came up with this idea of doing a duo here, and going into next year, we're going to be doing more. I think it's going to give us an opportunity for more collaboration. You're going to see me and Joy, maybe me and Tracy,
Absolutely.
maybe Tracy and Joy.
Yeah.
We're going to add a lot. I think we can add a lot more content when we team up like this and start talking about other things. So most of you are watching our videos on on YouTube right now. And if you enjoy them, and I know so many people do, because not a day goes by that I don't hear about our videos, please don't forget to like and share and subscribe to our YouTube page. Guys, thank you so much for watching this week, and I'll see you one more time next week for this year.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.